Hey everybody, welcome back to Champion Sons and our Madden 22 franchise with the Atlanta Falcons as we are in week 3 now. We have just lost 2 games in a row. Now with this being week 3, we have our first opportunity to start doing re-signing players to figure out kind of the direction that our team is going to go forward with as far as our current team makeup. The only ones available right now are Young Ho Koo, our kicker, and Hayden Hurst, who's our backup tight end. Now, Koo, he's been pretty solid for us, this season. And let's face it, kicking in Madden is really up to the person holding the controller, not so much the game on that one. So we did get him an offer submitted. And then Hayden Hurst. He's a little older, so we're not going to offer him right now, especially being a backup tight end. Maybe look at possibly trading on in the future or something. Now, as far as scouting, I do know there is an update that's supposed to come out. I'm not sure when the scouting update for Madden 22 is supposed to happen. Some point in September. I haven't decided if we're going to basically just resimulate the season with the same record and everything and try to keep the same players that we have right now and keep all of that stuff online. So that's a definite possibility. However, right now we are looking at the old scouting model. The first thing I did decide to look at, knowing Matt Ryan is 36 years old, is quarterbacks. And oh my goodness, the selection is absolutely terrible at this point. Maybe their combine stats, once we get to that stage of the season, will help out with that. But at this point, not really. Quarterback's just not going to be able to do much in the draft this year. Now, Matt Ryan does have a big cap hit coming up in the next season, so I don't know what we're going to do. Hang on to him for one more year, let him sink our team in the cap, or trade him off. We'll kind of figure that one out as we go. So here's one of the new things, the talent tree, the coaching tree that we have to look at. We do have some points available. We won't always see this every week, but I did want to kind of go over and highlight it while we had the opportunity here coming into week 3. And just looking at the offensive coordinator and what each little boost can give us, we do have 23 points to use. And with these being about 10 right now, this is looking at the offensive side. 10 points each. It's not something that is too costly. And really, this I think, and what's going to be interesting is if we have to end up firing one of our coordinators, offense or defense, is what happens to this talent tree. If that disappears along with them, or does it maintain based on whoever we hire? I'm not exactly certain, and it's still a little early in the season to figure that one out. Yeah, we have lost 2 games in a row, but they've been 2 really close games. One of them against the Eagles, and then the other one last episode, against defending Super Bowl champion Tom Brady. So, you kind of got that going at it. So, looking at another little new feature they have is the game or weekly goal selection to provide you those essentially staff development points. Being able to achieve them get you everything, the total max. Now, I did choose 70% of time of possession, mainly just because that's how our offensive style is. We like to maintain possession. Best way to keep the other team from scoring is to keep their offense off the field for the most part. So that was kind of our theory. Now, looking at the game plan, as far as the defense goes, defending the medium pass, the Giants have been pretty much, that's kind of been the way their offense, for the most part, has looked. I know they have Saquon Barkley, and so we're talking, big time run plays and all that, but still wanted to try and limit Daniel Jones and make him a one-dimensional team as much as possible, right? So our offensive game plan, we're going to be countering the blitz. Now, me personally, I did not see the percentages of the types of plays, man, zone blitz, all that stuff that they had on the right side of the screen there. So we will be starting to make changes to how we pick our game plans in the future based off that. Now, coming here, I wanted to start looking at players to develop. Javion Hawkins, our rookie running back, was listed as like one of the premier players to develop. I did switch him out for Mike Davis just because we need to get our running game um, booked down and need to get it solid. Davis is our running back. He's going to be our running back for a couple seasons at least. And so I think really we need to get him brought up to speed so we can actually compete on the offensive side and keep defenses essentially kind of guessing. Keep them not knowing if we're going to actually be running it or passing it, regardless of the formation that we have. So, looking at our training upgrades, good thing we don't see a whole lot of fatigue and no injuries. We're done. The overall development, the game plan boost you see is pretty standard for the most part across the board. Some people it's +3 strength, +5 awareness. It's more or less a fairly standard type of thing, right? Now, a quick little upgrade from the practices. We do have Tyler Davison, one of our defensive tackles, has earned himself an upgrade. And so we're going to go ahead and get him one little point right there for his run stopper that kind of fits our scheme on defense. But then Kyle Pitts, our rookie tight end, still not quite at the point where we can see, we'll be able to see what his development trait is. But we are just right there on that precipice, I believe. And look at all those upgrades he gets, +1, basically across the board for about almost everything offensive outside of a block. So, yeah, we're about halfway there with Kyle Pitts on figuring out what his development trait is. Hopefully, we can try to get an X factor out of him. I'd be surprised if Madden doesn't give him that, but we shall see. So, we're going to go ahead and jump into it now. Week 3 against the New York Giants in MetLife Stadium. And our first drive here with about 11.5 to go in the first quarter, we're going to get a pass out to Kyle Pitts. He's going to go down after a gain of 6 yards. As Kyle Pitts has started to make a pretty good target for himself this season for us. Last week, he really shone through getting his first touchdown catch the week before, coming through on the big two-point conversions for us. So now 2nd and 4, as we hand it up to Cordero Patterson, squeezes through a hole. A tight little fit right there that he had to get into that was not an easy thing for him to pull off. He does squeeze through that and can pick up the first down for us. So now we do have a 1st and 10. Ryan is going to be in the shotgun. Ridley to his left. Gage and Goodwin off to his right side. Ryan's going to roll to the right, start to run, and he's going to be brought down. Good old scrambling Ryan. You need 2 yards, he'll get you no yards, but technically avoid a sack. That's kind of how he rolls. So 2nd and 10 now is what we have here at the 32-yard line as Ryan's going to get the snap. Handed off to Patterson off the right side. Cordero Patterson, he's our older backup, our older veteran, but he's trying to make a name for himself in this offense and become a reliable offensive weapon. He does have, I think, greater speed or acceleration than Davis, just not as much power. Now that next pass, Kyle Pitts, we find him down the right side once again as he just got open on that streak pattern. Got right past the people in the zone, and Matt Ryan was able to fit that one in. And we're all the way down to the 10-yard line now. So 1st and 10 here from the 10 as we are looking to try to get an opening drive score here in the Meadowlands. Actually, not Meadowlands, MetLife Stadium. And we get it over to Gage Jr. as he gets brought down finally at the gain of 3. Or not a gain of 3, at the 3, a gain of 7. Is what that happened to be. Using his speed to kind of turn the corner, just ran into a red wall. So 2nd and 3 now from the 3-yard line. Matt Ryan is in the shotgun formation. As he gets the snap, he's going to hand it off to Cordero Patterson, who's going to be brought down for no gain on that one. Blocker or defender came through untouched, unblocked, and was able to bring us down relatively quickly. So now 3rd and 3 here from the 3-yard line. Matt Ryan in the shotgun once again. Scans over the field, finds Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. As Matt Ryan found his man on the drag pattern just into the end zone. And he does hold on to it as he gets brought down. But that will be 6 points, and we'll turn that into 7 after the extra point here. In this game as we finally take the lead, and our fans are ecstatic. The Giants fans are, well, being Giants fans, and they're pissed off. So now on the next drive after we did get a stop, our defense playing very well in this one. 2nd and 8, Ryan drops off the screen pass. Patterson makes a man move, cuts back inside and spins, looking a little too fancy, trying to dance a wee bit too much. And if you look, Matt Ryan is 7 of 7 for 50 yards on the day with that touchdown pass to Pitts earlier in the game. So we do need to get him down the field a little bit more, but at this stage I think we'll take what we can get. So 3rd and 1, handed a little play action, had myself fooled. Throw it. We got Gage Jr. breaks a tackle down the sideline and brought down at the 21-yard line. Russell Gage Jr. broke a tackle right after making the catch and picks up a good few extra yards, as that gives us a 1st and 10 just outside the red zone, sitting at the 21-yard line. Now Ryan is going to be under center this time. 2 receivers to the left, 2 tight ends to the right. Gets the snap, and he kind of scans over the field and fires it. He's got, Calvin Ridley. I thought we had him on that slant pattern. He just was not able to hold on to it. And so that one will fall incomplete. 2nd and 10 is where we stand now. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Now Ryan, little draw to Mike Davis. He gets out to the left side, big time run, and he's finally going to be brought down after kind of running into a couple defenders and a blocker. Mike Davis, 10 yards all the way down to the 11-yard line, giving us a brand new 1st down, as that was a good draw play right up the middle. And so after that big time run, we have a 1st and 10. Matt Ryan under center, gets the snap, scans over, kind of drifts to his right, fires it back to his left. Touchdown Atlanta! Ryan to Goodwin. What a play that was. Goodwin using his speed. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Marquise Goodwin, that's what we brought him here for. I said it once last episode at least. I'm saying it again. His speed can be killer if utilized properly, and it was right there. As that one will give us a 2-score lead now here in the first quarter. And all momentum headed our way. It's time for our defense to step up and do a little something themselves. So Giants with the 2nd and 10. Daniel Jones stands in the pocket. He's going to be brought down. Who was that? Jarrett? That was Grady Jarrett on that one. And that was a big-time sack for him, busting through, pushing his own man back into Daniel Jones. So that brings up a 3rd and 16. So he has the snap, scans the field, under pressure. He throws it up. It's going to be intercepted. Harmon, he's down the right side, 30, breaks off a tackle all the way down to about the 22-yard line, 23. What an interception and return. Harmon, big-time play from our safety, who I believe he may be up for a re-signing. I just don't know what we're going to do with him yet, but plays like that help make my mind up a lot easier. So now 1st and 10 after the interception. Hand it to Mike Davis, who's going to get brought down after a gain of 2. And that is a 2nd and 8 as we're back at the 21-yard line of the Giants. Now we're going to go 5 wide. Ryan in the shotgun alone by himself in the backfield. He has the snap, scans over. Giants bring the pressure. He throws it. It's going to be intercepted by the Giants, and they're off to the races. Cordero Patterson, he may be the only man to try to catch him, and I don't know if he's going to, and he misses the dive. 5, touchdown, pick 6. Disgusting play. They read that one the whole way, and they cut our score in half. 14-7 is where we are at. As we now move up partially into the second quarter here, the 1st and 10 from the 41 as Matt Ryan throws that one away as he rolled out of the pocket to his right side. And we come up now with a 2nd and 10 at the 41. Ryan's going to be in the shotgun once again, 3 wide. So he hands it off to Patterson, cuts it back to the left, finds a little hole and gets down all the way to the 35-yard line for a gain of 6. Cordero Patterson making some moves in this afternoon. Haven't seen him be able to do that a whole lot. But then again, this defensive line for the Giants seems to be a little bit porous right now. So 3rd and 4, Matt Ryan alone in the shotgun. Drifts to his right side, fires it deep, going for his man, intercepted again. Oh, no. And Gage makes the tackle relatively quick. So it's not a pick 6, but Matt Ryan just overthrew Ridley. We had him open, but just way overthrew him. And that one will be another interception. So the Giants taking over with the 1st and 10. They hand it off to Barkley off to the right side. And he's going to pick up only about 3 yards on that one. It's from the 15 to the 18-yard line, as that will bring up 2nd and 7. Now Jones is going to be in the shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers set. He gets the snap. He's scanning it. Free blister comes through. It's picked off. Terrell Jr. Big time play. Brought down at the 10 on that interception. A.J. Terrell Jr. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. He read that one and just made the jump on it, stepped in front, and just started hauling off. So now this is our time to repay the defense. The offense is back on the field 10 yards away from pay dirt. Ryan has the snap, stands over the middle, and that one's almost intercepted, but it thankfully falls complete. Now, Matt Ryan started out really good. Up and since basically that point of the game, the second drive of the game, he is now 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions as a whole. This time he gets a screen pass. It's blocked perfectly. Cordero Patterson steps out at the 1. He just couldn't make the cut. I guess it's because he's 30 years old. His knees just could not handle it. Too old to make that cut happen. And so he does step out at the 1-yard line. But that's all right. We're going to go power formation. 3rd and goal. Davis in the backfield. So we hand it off to him right up the gut. Through the blockers. Mike Davis. Touchdown Falcons. We've extended this lead to 2 scores once again. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Mike Davis gets into the end zone. Follows his blockers perfectly. And just pushes them all the way in. And that is textbook, as you could say. And so that will take us to halftime after that score. We would add on one more field goal in the half, but that would be about it. So at the half, it is 24-7. We do lead by 17 points. And while we are going to be at half, we're going to take a look at some of the scores from around the league now, as the Saints and the Patriots are playing, and Cam Newton, who obviously this hadn't been updated, is beating Jameis Winston 21-14 at Gillette Stadium. And then we head over to Tennessee and check on the Colts and the Titans, as Ryan Tannehill and the Titans are dominating 21-7, beating Carson Wentz and the Colts in a pretty hefty division game. So now we head down to Texas, as the Panthers were able to pull out a win over the Houston Texans. Sam Darnold, 200 passing yards and a touchdown, while Deshaun Watson was able to get 252 and 2 touchdowns. It just wasn't enough to overcome the Panthers. And so they would end up going on to lose. Now, the Panthers, a division rival, we will be playing them twice. They did win that one, so the more they could lose, the better it is for us, essentially. I think in an ideal situation, when you don't have a very good team, you kind of want every year to be like the NFC East was last year, where no matter what your losing record is, you got a chance at least until the final week, right? Either way, here we go. Starting out the second half, this is going to be our opening drive of the second half, as we do get a quick pass off for 7 yards to Marquise Goodwin as he gets the ball down to the Giant 32-yard line. And that will bring up a 2nd and 3. Now this time Ryan is going to be in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers, hands it to Patterson. Cuts left, had some space, but kind of stumbled over himself there a little bit and gets brought down after a gain of about 4 yards only. However, he does pick up the first down, as we are now at the 28-yard line. Brand new set, 1st and 10. This drive is still alive, leading by 17 still, 24-7. Falcons over the Giants. So 1st and 10, Ryan gets the snap, scans over the field, fires it to the left side, has Mike Davis, who's going to try to spin off his man, just couldn't quite get away, and he will be brought down as Matt Ryan gets over about 210 yards after that pass. So 2nd and 2 from the 20, as we are now inside the red zone. Ryan gets the snap, kind of steps up, lofts that one up. It's going to be intercepted again. Matt Ryan was getting hit when he threw it, but that pass got just lofted up. Lame dead duck is what it looked like right there. And the linebacker makes an easy pick. So here come the Giants on their ensuing drive, as they have a 1st and 10 as they drop it off to Barkley. And we're going to get a shoestring tackle on him. Who is that? Olakuna, it looked like. Got the shoestring tackle, as Barkley only has 22 yards on 5 receptions, which is normally pretty tough to contain him on things like that. So 2nd and 2, they do hand it off to Barkley up the middle. He's going to pick up only about 2 yards, and that does leave a 3rd and inches. Time for our defense to make a play right here. We've done well for this game, holding the Giants to 7 points, getting multiple sacks, and a turnover as well. So 3rd and inches, we bring the pressure. Daniel Jones can't escape. He's brought down. Deion Jones in the backfield gets a sack. And that's going to be a big time play for our defense as we push them way out of field goal range and bring them down also on a 3rd down, as that will bring up 4th, and they will have to punt the ball away. Now, we're going to go advance a little bit further here into the 4th quarter. You do see we did grab a field goal while the Giants did grab an extra touchdown. So the score is 27-14 at this point. Things did kind of slow down, and nothing was really exciting and technically worth showing is what I'll say about that. So 14 minutes to go in this ballgame. We are actually still leading. Not something we're totally used to. Momentum is kind of going our way. But now we have a 1st and 10 from the Giant 43, needing to convert. To find a hole on the left side as Mike Davis bursts through it, getting about 3 yards. That'll provide him with 81 yards in total on this Sunday afternoon. So 2nd and 7, Matt Ryan's going to be under the center once again as he has 2 tight ends to his right side and 2 receivers. Drops back, he fires it, has Hayden Hurst, our man who wants a new contract. And we will find him for a pretty decent gain, just not enough to get the 1st down, as we do have a 3rd and 1, and you can see the clock is ticking away, just coming up on about the 12-minute mark. Mike Davis breaking tackles. Oh, wow, what's a good run off to the left side. Found the hole, but would not be brought down very easily, breaking multiple tackles on that run alone, as he does pick up enough to give us the 1st down, and that brings up 1st and 10 from the Giant 29-yard line. Now Ryan maintaining under center, 3 tight ends to the right, and Calvin Ridley to his left side. He gets the snap. He's going to scan over the field, kind of drifts to his right, starts scrambling, and will actually just throw that one away, which is, I think we all can agree, the smarter move to make, just for the simple fact it seems like most of those we make right now are being picked off at this point. So 2nd and 10 after that incompletion. Matt Ryan in the shotgun has the snap, plenty of time. He gets it over to Gage Jr. He runs away from him, man, to the end zone, lowers his shoulder. Russell Gage Jr. down to the 1-yard line. A 28-yard reception, big-time physical run, and that's something you like to see out of your receivers. He had the speed to get away from his guys as soon as he caught it, but he had the toughness to run a man over and get us down to the 1-yard line. So here we are. You'd think we'd go power formation. Heck no, we're going for shotgun formation 4 wide. As they bring the blitz like we thought they would, and Matt Ryan tries to hit Gage, pay him for the work he just did on the previous play, but unable to come down with it. So that does bring up 2nd and goal. Now, with that in mind, we are going to go with a 2 tight end set now. Little single back formation with Mike Davis back there. Ryan drops back. He finds Hayden Hurst on the left side of the end zone. A quick play, a quick little out pattern. Matt Ryan took the snap, drifted just a couple steps to the left, and he fires that one in as we will take the lead and the win. The final score does end up being 33-14. And you can guess by that, yes, we did miss the extra point. The kicker, I just offered a contract, missed an extra point. But like I say, that's really my fault, not his. It is what it is, you know what I mean? So we will take the first win of the series, the first win of John Champion's coaching career here in Atlanta. And this is something I think we can really build upon. Solid game all around from our guys, and I think we can take this type of performance into the next week. And so speaking of taking it to the next week, that does remind me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you have not hit it already. And then hit that little notification icon to be notified of all the Champ and Sons content that we upload to the channel. And if you did like today's video, give us a quick little thumbs up, as it really does help out the channel. And we do definitely greatly appreciate everything that y'all do for us. So with that in mind, join us for the next episode as we continue our trek through the NFC East, facing off against the Washington football team. This time we will be at home, so hopefully we can finally get that first home win. But until then, everybody, stay safe, and, well, you guys know how it goes by now. Later, y'all.